Hi friends, welcome to Curie Electronics. This is the third part of Electronic Mechanics SAC 2018 question paper. So up to 60 questions we have solved. Today we will solve 60 to 90 questions. The question number 61. Current sensitivity of a meter is expressed in. Answer is option B, ohm per ampere. So when you apply some current to the ohm meter, how much deflection is happening to the ohm meter? That's what ohm per ampere. Next question, demodulation. What is demodulation? Demodulation, when you transmit the AM signal, what we do, we will have a signal like this. Then we will have, this is a signal. This is a signal. Then we have carrier. Carrier wave will be there. This is the carrier. So we will get a modulated signal like this. Somewhat similar we will get it. So this is the modulated signal we are transmitting. This is the modulated signal. Modulated. So we have done the modulation and transferring the information signal. Now in the receiver, to get the same signal back, like same video or audio, we have to demodulate the signal. That is, this is a demodulator. This circuit is a demodulator using envelope detector. So demodulation is the opposite process of modulation. So we'll get the output is the signal, whatever signal we are sent, that we are getting as the output. Question number 63. Question number 63. A 20 microfarad capacitor is connected in parallel with 30 microfarad capacitor. And the effective capacitor is, the question they are saying, one capacitor is 20 microfarad and the next capacitor is 30 microfarad. What is the total capacitance of the combination CT? So if two capacitors are connected in parallel, what is the equation? That is C1 plus C2, which equals 20 plus 30. So we will get 50 microfarad. This was a simple question. Question number 64. When does the maximum power transfer happen from the source to load? Answer is, we have a source. So all sources will have some resistance or impedance. In this case, we will consider impedance only, resistance only. This is the Vs. This is our source resistance Rs. We will have a load here, load resistance RL. So when Rs equal to RL, maximum power transfer happens. So the answer is option C, when both source resistance and load resistance are 0. Option C. What causes the piezoelectric effect? So piezoelectric effect, that means when you apply pressure on a crystal, a particularly cut crystal, we will get the piezoelectric effect. So the answer is option B. This piezo material can be used as an oscillator also. This piezo crystal can be used as an oscillator also. Question number 66. Which electromagnetic device uses brushes and commutator? That is a DC generator. In a DC generator, we use split rings. split rings. Split rings. So the split rings provide DC to the brushes. Now, how a speaker is made up of? A speaker is made up of a coil with a diaphragm. That when the diaphragm vibrates, air vibrates and we'll hear the sound. Question number 67. Output voltage of a typical thermocouple is. Most of the sensors output is going to be very low value output. Usually it will be less than a volt. In case of a thermocouple, it is less than 100 millivolt. That will be the suitable option. And thermocouple, when you say, there will be two junctions in a thermocouple. There will be two junctions in a thermocouple. So this is the hot junction. Hot junction. And if it is a J-type thermocouple, then this will be made of iron, and this another metal is made up of constantan. And one more property. What is the thermocouples works on one effect called Seebeck effect. It work based on Seebeck effect. So we'll go to the next question. Question number 68. The distance that a signal's energy can travel in and the time it takes for one cycle to occur is called the signal's distance. This is a time scale and this is a voltage scale. So we have a signal. This is a signal. What is the distance traveled by? Distance traveled by the signal in one cycle. It's given by lambda. That is the wavelength. Answer is option C. There is an equation relating the velocity we call f lambda. Velocity and frequency of the wave and frequency and lambda. This is the relation. So the answer is wavelength. So question number 69. A digital circuit that can store 1 bit is a, one bit data can be stored using a flip-flop. And he has given an option of XOR gate also. What is the truth table for XOR gate? XOR gate. We'll draw XOR gate like this. A. Inputs are A, B, and Y is the output. So A, B input and Y is the output. So we'll get 4 combination of inputs. So XOR gate, it's a non-equivalence gate. To check non-equivalence, that means whenever inputs are different, we will get output as high. Otherwise, it will be 0. A register. Register is a combination of flip-flops. In the register, we can store bytes or nibbles depending on how many flip-flops are used to make a register. So we'll go to the next question. Question number 70. FETs consist of drain, source. So what's the symbol of FET? Is the symbol of FET. One will be drain, other will be source, and this will be the gate. So the answer is all the above. What about MOSFET? Which is this MOSFET? This is a N-channel MOSFET or P-channel MOSFET? The arrow is going out, so it's a P-channel MOSFET. P-channel MOSFET. So this is the drain, this is the source, this is the gate. I have doubt whether it's drain or source, but I think it is drain only. So similar diagram, if arrow is coming in, then it's a N-channel MOSFET. So we'll go to the next question. Question number 71. How many coulombs of charge flow through a circuit carrying a current of 10 amps in 1 minute? So Q equals IT. That's the equation. So Q equals, what is the current flowing? That is 10 amps of current. How long it's flowing? For 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. So the answer is 600 coulombs. Option C. Question number 72. In a microprocessor, ALU stands for, that all of us knows, that is arithmetic and logic unit. In a digital calculator, what is used for the display purpose? In our phones, what is the display used in our phones? That is normally TFT display used in our phones. But in a calculator, they use liquid crystal display, LCD display. Okay, where they use this cathode ray 2 to cathode ray 2. This is used in CRT oscilloscope, cathode ray 2 oscilloscope. So, question number 74. Without a DC source, a clipper circuit acts like. So now we will see what's a clipper circuit. This is a simple clipper circuit. Simple clipper circuit. We are giving some voltage source here, and it's considered as a silicon diode. V voltage. So this will clip the signal. The output can be the negative side. It will clip. Okay, I'm not going in detail of the clipper. So it will clip it will clip. Simply if we give it will clip the S. Now we will go to the question. Without a DC source, a clipper circuit acts like a. That means he is giving a AC. We'll think that he is giving AC. So this is the AC signal. So during the output how it will look like? During the positive half cycle, the top will be plus and bottom will be negative. So it won't conduct. So whatever is there, we will get it here. And during the negative half cycle, what happens? During the negative half cycle, this will be negative and this will be positive. So this diode acts as a short circuit. So there won't be any output. Again, during the next positive half cycle, diode is open and we will get a waveform like this. So this is a rectifier. So this circuit acts as a rectifier. Question number 75. Semiconductor materials have dashed bonds. That answer is very simple. We know this silicon and germanium has got covalent bond. What's the atomic number of silicon? Silicon, that is 14. What about germanium? That is 32. We'll go to the next question. Question number 76. Ideal material for making electromagnet is iron. Question number 77. A rating of a battery is usually expressed in. The rating of a battery is usually expressed in what? The answer is ampere hour. If it's a 7Ah battery means this battery can supply 7 amperes of current for 1 hour. Whatever you will usually take it for the energy, our electrical energy, where we use how 230 volt at our home, we will use electrical energy. So for the electrical energy, electrical energy to bill how much energy we are consumed in our home, they use the unit of kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour. This can be called as unit. One unit. They will call 1 unit. And as per that, how many units we have spent, used, as per that, the electricity board will bill us. Question number 78. Bridge shown figure is balanced with R1 1000 ohm, R2 10 ohm, R3 5628 ohm. Then value of unknown resistance R4 will be. So this R4 value we have to say, and also is telling bridge is balanced. Bridge is balanced. For a balanced bridge, the galvanometer is open. There is no current flow through the galvanometer. So now as per the, when the bridge is balanced, Wheatstone bridge is balanced, how do you write? We'll take a person. So I will think this as a person. Right hand divided by left hand. Right hand, what is right hand? R3 divided by left hand, that is R1. Right leg divided by left leg. What is the right leg? R4 by R2. This ratio has to be equal. So now we'll put the values. What is the value for R3? R3 equals 5628 ohm. R1, what's the value for R1? 1000 ohms. R1 equal to 1000 ohms. What is R4? R4 we have to find. So we'll take it R4 we have to find. What about what is left? R2. What is the value of R2? R2 equal to 10 ohm. 10 ohm. Now both left hand side and right hand side will just multiply with 10. What happens? This 0 cancels. Both sides we can multiply by 10. Both sides. So now what is R4? R4 equals 56.28 ohm. 56.28 ohm. So the answer is option C. Question number 79. Binary addition 1 plus 1 plus. So 1, we are adding 1 plus 1 equal to 1 0. We have to add one more 1 to it. So it is 1 1. So the answer is option A, 1 1 1. Question number 80. In digital counter, which counts in decimal is called? In digital counter, which counts in decimal is called a decade counter. It's a decade counter. That means this counts from 0 to 9. Using a multiple decader counter or C, we can count whatever number we want. And there is a TTL IC is there to do this decade counting. The number is 74LS790. It's a decade counter IC. Question number 81. Arsenic is dash element, whether it is trivalent. Trivalent element means it is in third group. Pentavalent element means in fifth group. So normally we use for silicon doping, we use either trivalent or pentavalent. That means third group or fifth group element. So this arsenic is a pentavalent. In the third group, we have aluminium, gallium and indium. And the fifth group we have arsenic and antimony. Antimony is Sb, and I think nitrogen also is there in this group. Usually we will use arsenic for the doping. Question number 82. The color of light emitted by a LED depends on. So we in the market will get different colors of LED, green LED, red LED, combination of multicolors. So this all is depending upon what kind of material is used to make the LED. So answer is option D. Whether it is usually gallium arsenic is used to make the LEDs. Gallium also we can use it, or okay, different materials are there, or gallium phosphide also we can use it. We'll go to the next question. Question number 83. Find out the current flowing in resistor R4 after switch S is closed. So we have to find what is the current flowing here. What is the current flowing here? So for that, first we have to find the equivalent resistance of this part and replace it with a single resistor. So here 4 ohm and 6 ohm are in series. So 10 ohm. For this part, if we take RT, R total, if we take, so two 10 ohm and 15 ohms are in parallel. So two resistors are in parallel, then you will take R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So 10 ohm multiplied by 15 ohm, 10 plus 15, 25, which equals 150 upon 25. So this will be 6 ohm. Now our circuit is simplified like this. There is a 4 ohm resistor, then there is a 6 ohm resistor, 4 ohm. And what is the voltage applied here? That's 1.5 volt. Now we'll get the current flowing through this 4 ohm resistor. In a series circuit, current is going to be same or constant throughout the components or elements, circuit elements. Now I equals V by R, which equals, what is the value of V? 1.5 divided by 10. It will be 0.15 amps. So what is the answer? Answer is option B. Question number 84. Primary difference between PNP and NPN amplifier is option A capacity, option B type of input, option C type of output, option D polarity of source voltage. So the answer is option D. So if you take in an NPN transistor, usually the collector will be connected to VCC through a resistor, and this emitter also will be connected to ground through a resistor. Then the base signal will be coming here. Similarly, if you are using a PNP transistor, this is for NPN transistor. Arrow is coming out, then it is NPN. Similarly, if you use a PNP transistor, emitter will be connected to VCC. And the collector will be going to ground. Then we will apply the input signal. Question number 85. What serves as the cathode in a common dry cell? Dry cell is what the normal batteries, 1.5 volt battery, and what we purchase directly from the shop. That's what dry cell. Common, what is the cathode? Cathode is this outer container. This outer container is made up of zinc. The zinc container is the cathode. And this carbon is the anode. And their one electrolyte, so paste is used, that is the ammonium chloride. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Question number 86. The equivalent resistance between P and Q will be. Equivalent resistance between P and Q will be. So here, these two resistors, these two are in series. So equivalent resistance equal to 2R. The bottom also 2R. So we are having a resistor connected like this. These two are shorted points. So this resistor equal to 2R. This also 2R. This is 2R. This also 2R. Now what is the resistance between these two amps? That is P across P and Q. Between P and Q, what is the equivalent resistance? When two same value resistors are connected in parallel, what is their effective value? RT equal to resistor value divided by N, number of resistors. Here, what is the resistors content in parallel? That is 2R divided by number of resistors, 2 resistors of 2R. So equivalent equal to R. So again this circuit gets simplified like this, R, R. So this will be R, this also will be R. So this is a P point, Q point. So across, what is the total resistance then? 2R. Question number 87. An ideal constant voltage source has dash resistance. A voltage source should have zero resistance ideally, but practically there will be some milliohms or less than 1 ohm resistance. Question number 88. While applying Kirchhoff law to electronic circuits, assume direction of current flow must be. To solve Kirchhoff law, either we can solve it in taking the current direction is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So I hope any of these should be the answer. The other two are not correct. Question number 89. In Hartley oscillator, the frequency of oscillation is 1 pi 1 upon 2 pi LC. That's the oscillator frequency, where L is equal to. In a Hartley oscillator, L is equal to L1 plus L2 plus mutual inductance between the two. That is 2M. That's given by 2M. But in the options, only L1 plus L2 is there. So the answer is option A. So this is the today's last question. So we have completed the 2018 SAC question paper with this question. I hope these question solutions are useful to you. So all of you please subscribe and share the videos with your friends. So we will solve this question. So he has given one binary number. We have to write the decimal equivalent 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Now these all will have a positional value. What is their positional value? We'll write it. So this is 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6, 2 to the power 7. So all zeros values will get cancels. So this all zero, whatever is having zeros, this zero, all zeros will get cancels. Then you have to worry about ones only. So we are left with only three values. Now 2 to the power 6. 2 to the power 6 equal to what? 64. Then what else is left? 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 4 equal to 16. Then 2 to the power 2. 2 to the power 2 equals 4. Now we have to sum it. 64, 70, 80, 84. So the answer is 84 to the base 10. Answer is option D. So friends, I hope we have finished with this. Any questions you can WhatsApp me or you can ask in the comment section. And you can get the question paper 10 years previous 10 years different ISRO centers. So two question paper for free. So please WhatsApp me. I will just send you. Okay. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Thank you.